everybody, it's the coach, and this is Madden 20 on EA Sports. We are just moments away from kickoff, and we've got a good one on tap between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. I'll be back with you again with scores around the league at halftime, but kickoff right around the corner. And standing by to call the action, here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
We are just a stone's throw away from the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame as we get set for football at First Energy Stadium in Cleveland, Ohio. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Here we go. The final week of the NFL season. Week 17 is underway. This is taken at the 3. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. Orchestrating the offense will be the top pick in the 2018 draft, and that's Baker Mayfield.
And it would be interesting to see pretty early in this one exactly where his head is, because the best quarterbacks shake off performances like he had last week. Way too many interceptions. Didn't throw a touchdown pass. Team lost the game. Let's see if he can bounce back and get things going in the right direction.
They'll be trying to forget those 3 picks, as you noted. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Nothing. That's what I'm talking about.
And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
They'll run it with Jones. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. A look there at the defensive starters for Cincinnati. They were fantastic a week ago in the win over Houston.
Have to admit, I was extremely impressed by what I saw. They ended up getting 4 sacks in the game, stayed in the face of the quarterback the entire time, made it difficult for him to step up and find receivers downfield.
And that's what they told us this week, that pressure on the QB is key. Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
This is fielded at the 7. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. Here come the Bengals now to take over. At a glance at the man under center at 6'5", he always demands attention.
And what's a quarterback's best friend?
Balance?
I think you're right. I agree with you. You know, a lot of guys would say great receiver, right? A terrific offensive line. But I agree with you, balance, because if you can run the ball effectively, that just opens things up for guys who want to throw it and gives you easier passing lanes and easier coverages to read.
And they said balance will be a focus in this one.
Yeah, they don't want it all just heaped on his shoulders, I don't believe. I think they want to make sure they take some of the pressure off.
It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 12 yards that time and a Cincinnati first down. The numbers for Cooks in that game last week: 3 catches, 74 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
A run for Nick Chubb. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And no pitch there and no chance either as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. And a nickel look here for the Bengals as they try to defend this on third.
Coming to you.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now fourth down. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The Bengals drive about to get going, and the magnitude of this game, everybody knows it. The fans, obviously the players and coaches, there's just with them a palpable buzz right now. They know they control their own destiny.
Win and you're in. And I think every player wants that. I think every coach wants that. I haven't been an organization yet that wants to be in a game where they have to rely on other teams to get them to their goals. In this situation, it's very cut and dry. Win and you're in the playoffs. That's their mission. That's their challenge. And you know they've chosen to accept it.
And what they told us is this has been the most focused week of practice we've had all year. You wouldn't expect any different.
Yeah, and you know, at the beginning of the season, you have multiple goals. They just have one now. Win the game.
Terrific run from one of the fastest backs in the game today. A guy who keeps defensive coordinators up at night, no doubt.
Remember when we were meeting with the D coordinator before the game and all he talked about was run fits, making sure our guys were in the right place so there were no creases?
They missed their fits, didn't they?
Yeah, there was no fit there. The only fit was at the end when he threw his headset down after that big run.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Mack Wilson. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
Let's go. And we got Mike, number 53.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. That is caught by the former Gator Antonio Callaway. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. A gain there of 21 yards. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Bradley Chubb in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for him. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
3rd and long for Mayfield. A dump underneath to Jones. And he can only manage to take this thing to the 38, well shy of the 1st down. Give him 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, that's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The Bengals drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Off the play fake, Jones. And that's complete to Cooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, a first down. So a 1st and 10 upcoming from Browns territory now at the 46. They'll run it now out of the gun. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready for the 2nd quarter, and it's our visitors with the football as they've got it 2nd and 7. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
Get that quarterback at all costs. Kill. Turn up.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. And he will be taken down, but not before he gets this to the Browns' 12-yard line. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Jones. That is caught at the 7-yard line. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Throwing, Jones. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. From 4 yards out, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On those slants, everything happens so quickly. What makes it work?
The timing between the passer and the receiver. In this case, a slant route ordinarily is probably about 3 steps before you go on the slant. In this amount of time, I think it was a 2-step deal. Boom, put his foot in the ground and got inside for the pass.
Got inside for the pass, got inside for the catch and the score. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. The partner, just looking at some of the struggles they've had this season, the playoffs are not in their future. As they start to peer toward the offseason, what moves might they make?
I think the running back position, and I know we talk all the time about the NFL being a passing league, but the teams that run the ball effectively, they're the ones that go deep into the playoffs and go to the Super Bowl. They have to upgrade here. And you and I both know in recent years in the draft, people have shied away from taking a runner early. But if there's that special one there, I say they go get him.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Mayfield to throw it. Gets this into the hands of N'Keal Harry. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mayfield. And that's complete to Sanders. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety.
On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On the jet sweep, here's Harry. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At their 48-yard line. Good. Watch the twist.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. He'll get 3 up to midfield.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Mayfield. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
False start, offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
Still 3rd down.
So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. From the gun, Mayfield. He's going to air one out. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. N'Keal Harry, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Michael Badgley on for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece. So that drive goes a full 80 yards and 10 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offensive tumbler.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
And the Bengals 1st down.
Check. Cheetah.
Off play action. Jones. He gets it to Cooks. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
Let's go.
Call that a very strong gain of 24.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. Here's Jones on 1st and 10, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Trying to defend the out route there, got the PI call.
And you know what's difficult about that one is sometimes you want to make the undercut move and go for the football, and other times just want to hang on the upfield shoulder and make the tackle.
And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. From 4 yards out, and the Bengals have taken the lead. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the second quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
So that drive, 4 plays, and it ends with a Bengals score. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They trail a one-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10.
Check, 59. They're not ready for this, man. They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer.
First down, Mayfield. As Sanders has got it complete. And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Mayfield. First down now, but the clock continues to move. A first down throw for Mayfield. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. N'Keal Harry was the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Mayfield now. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And brought down across the 50 to the 49-yard line. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
59, Mike the 59. Yeah. Mike's 59. Mike's 59.
Mayfield now looking to throw on first down. It's caught by Sanders. That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Mayfield with it once more. Got an open man. That's David Njoku, the tight end. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. They go play action. Mayfield. Got his man. That's Harry. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 14. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times, because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half.
Watch the boot.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Mayfield, and it's caught. Give him 4 yards there, and that should be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon... No, I'm not mad at you for skipping halftime, but can I just have a sip of water real quick, please? Thank you. All right, let's go. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Okay, baby, let's go. Let's go.
The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace, because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
Here we go, D. Here I come again.
On 2nd and 9, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Jones operating from the gun. He's letting it fly for Cooks, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. So he got free of one tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
On 2nd down now, it's Jones. Looking for a seam but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there, so that doesn't help. Now they're looking up at a 3rd and 9 situation. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mayfield on play action. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. 70th catch for him on the year, and like so many others, this goes for a 1st down.
Nice play call, a little bit of play action right there. If you can get those linebackers to freeze for just a split second, that's usually all the room you need in order to get it to your tight end.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's got Njoku, his big tight end. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Big yardage there for the Browns, 18. 5th catch of the game for him there.
Yeah, and the tight end position is now becoming a volume pass catcher. It used to be occasional, right? Safety valve. Throw one to him every so often, but mainly they want him out there to block. Nowadays, an integral part of the passing game, and they create such great mismatches that they often become the leading receiver.
They'll wind up losing 3 yards here, and that'll make this a 2nd and 13.
Here we go.
Mayfield off the play fake. The 20. Sanders has it over the middle. And they move this all the way down to the 9. 33 yards that time.
It's your first drive of the second half. You're down on the scoreboard. Maybe you just say to yourself, let's take a shot, see if we can shake them up. And, boy, they hit that one.
Here's Mayfield. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. So 1st down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. He's able to call his own number for 8 that time, but it leaves him with a 3rd down. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. On 1st down, Dorsey, space to maneuver at the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
Jones now throwing on 1st down. And this complete to Mitchell. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Come on now.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
As far as tight ends go, this guy's not a speed burner. He's much more of an inline blocking type of a tight end. But how about this last play? Made a nice catch and picked up a 1st down.
That's what impresses me about him. When he's called upon, usually gets it done. Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Jones off the bootleg. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
It's going to be a long day.
And the blitz does come. He's got a man. It's Mitchell. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
But when you hit him on the move like that, and he's able to get into open field with a full head of steam, oh, boy, it's going to be tough to get him down.
Yeah, there was a big window. They're lucky they did get him down. He's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. A 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. A good, sustained drive there in this 3rd quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice 2-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Play action now. Here's Mayfield. This is the tight end, Njoku. He'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. A good pickup there for the Browns, 15 yards.
There we go. Check 59, Mike. 59, Mike to 59. Ready?
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
3 down.
Bengals 21, Browns 10.
On 2nd and a yard, Mayfield. He's got Njoku over the middle. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw, Mayfield. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Yeah, baby. Yeah.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball.
Throwing, Mayfield. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Browns on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This will be 3rd and 6. And again, it's Mayfield. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man, and you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
He had it online, gave it a pretty good ride, too, but in the end, he's a victim of the crossbar.
And, Brandon, you know kickers very well. I bet if we ask him after the game, he'll say he didn't get all of it. We've seen him hit from deeper than this in warm-ups. But here, he's a foot or so from clearing that bar.
It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down. Jones now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the 2nd half. Not bad. 1st and 10. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. They'll get 14 on that one. Good for a Bengal 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Don't get nervous.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
On second down, Dorsey.
Get there.
And he's going to take this down close to a first down at the Browns' 23.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. The 3 red zone trips, 3 touchdowns so far. They'll look for a 4th on 2nd and goal. Now Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Meanwhile, on third down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Keep playing hard.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Browns offense heading out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And it's all come down to this, hasn't it? Final week of the regular season. If this year's playoffs play out anything like the regular season has gone, could be in for a wild and fun month of January.
And we can break the rules because we can look ahead. All right, there's not a coach out there that's ever said to their team, all right, let's look three weeks down the road. It's always right here, right now. Forget that. Think about what the playoffs.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. And he'll bring this one back to the 29.
Well, you're trailing. It's the fourth quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
Here we go. Set. 60 Pittsburgh. Record. Get it.
They'll run on first down. Dorsey shreds the tackle, and he'll be brought down at about the 25 after a pickup of 4. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
This will be caught inside the 10. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It'll go as a gain of 25 on a play that started back at the 25. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is first and goal. Operating from the gun, Jones. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for first and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one goes for 30 yards. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield to throw it, and he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Going to the air again with Mayfield. That's complete, right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the Bengals 5-yard line.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal as they look for a late touchdown. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away but could not. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack.
Remember throughout my...
Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Jerry Tillery in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Now Mayfield.
And twice in a row, the quarterback goes down. This offense needs 2 scores, not giving up 2 sacks.
They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Bengals will get the football back. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, it just was unsuccessful.
An ideal down and distance to try to finish this thing off. 2nd and inches. They'll keep it on the ground. Dorsey, and he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Now the Browns signal for the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game.
Ready. 60 or. I got him. Shoot.
Right back to him on 1st down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college, and how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee, and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3...